Hey everybody, welcome back to Bad Game Hall of Fame. I'm Sharky, and with me is Cass.
Howdy, howdy. Wait, hold on. I was a little loud on that one. Howdy, howdy. I'm being quiet.
Okay, that's good. Hey, but Cass.
Yes, yeah, what is it, Sharky?
We don't have to be quiet anymore. Because even though we are playing the Quiet Man, we are going back to that well. You know, this was a Patreon voted game, and we did finish it in one stream, so we thought we'd give you your money's worth by streaming it again. But we're doing it differently this time, because since we beat it the last time, and we couldn't hear jack shit the first time, this time will be different, because we have answered the post-game patch that actually puts sound in the game, so we can hear the cutscenes and we can read the sign language, hopefully.
What a novel concept, to be able to digest a story in a game. Now, what's going to be curious, what I'm coming into this, and I actually have seen this answered before, but it's been a while since I've seen the Quiet Man answered, so it's like it's fresh in my mind. The point I'm trying to make is, will it justify the first playthrough having been quiet? Will this version of the plot completely change our opinion of the game to be like, oh, we understand exactly why they use that narrative device? Or will it just be a horrible gimmick that makes the entire first playthrough seem that much more stupid by comparison?
Probably. Probably. Because they did sort of spoil, I think, the big twist at the end of the last one, but we'll get to that when we see it in here. But
suppose we will.
Yeah, but speaking of that, let's get right into it. So I'll go ahead and launch. I'll be quiet for a bit because it does mess up my audio for whatever reason.
We'll be underway momentarily, folks.
Okay, good. All right, I believe it's working. There we go. Let me stream this out to you. Here, the Quiet Man.
Thank you. We should mention, in case it wasn't abundantly obvious, that Sharky is handling the second playthrough.
Yes.
I took care of the first one, but I am not a beat-em-up expert.
Listen,
Sharky is far more qualified than I am, so maybe we'll get a better perspective on the gameplay coming from you.
Now, I may have cracked the code on this game.
Oh,
we'll see. I'll have to remember the controls though, so I will take a look at it. So I believe to start the answered patch, you have to go to chapter select, and then just start from the start, picking this one. I think new game will just be another quiet game.
Yes, that parses with my recollection.
Okay, so yeah, let's get into it. I said let's get into it. Are we getting into it?
I think you need to still press the play button at the top. I know you selected it by clicking there, but I think you need to go up one.
Okay.
I
I had no controller input for a bit. There was no direction.
Oh, the game was just thinking.
Anything. Yeah.
The game was being quiet about the process of loading it.
Sorry, didn't have the game audio playing. Because it's not supposed to be quiet anymore.
That's right.
I think I caught that pretty early.
Alright, so this first cutscene had audio, had voiceover,
yes.
was fully. So we're not getting to any changes just yet. The changes should occur during the first gameplay segment, because there should also be audio for those as well as the cutscenes.
I think after the guy asks us if we're stupid or really stupid, then we should be able to start hearing stuff. Also, cool thing this game does is it seems to break OBS. We're still streaming, I'm pretty sure. Folks, if we're not streaming, let me know. I don't know how that would work. But the audio gauges are not updating on my other screen.
Well, I'm listening to us on stream right now, and I think we're A-okay.
All right. I take that back. The little audio bar thing updates every 10 seconds.
Ooh, that's good. Let's
I've
not worry too much about it.
I know.
We're streaming.
I'm just saying,
we're doing just fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I've never seen a game do that. Thanks, Quiet Man.
It surprises us every day.
Just out tonight, kid. Be careful.
Magic Mouse saying Sharky found the hidden depth. Nope.
Well, hidden depth to the Bad Game Hall of Fame means something entirely different from how other people would use the phrase hidden depth, I think.
Yeah, trust me, there's no hidden depth to the combat.
The depths of depravity, perhaps. The depths of the barrel.
Actually, I just realized I might not be able to see chat if OBS isn't updating correctly.
Yeah, don't worry. I got
So yeah,
this.
you handle that for me then.
Cut steps to my lady, my vieja, and says,
You have to watch this again.
Everyone's favorite guy.
No chingue.
Is he smoking a cigarette the wrong way? I thought I saw the orange end like sticking out.
Yeah. Listen, that's the...
It seems like the stream is super delayed, so be aware of that. Huh.
Yo! Wrong address, dog! No one ordered no chow! What the hell, man? You stupid or very stupid?
So now...
Muévase!
Yep, that's different. We couldn't hear that before.
The case. Be smart.
Oh, yeah, this is new.
So now we can hear his inner dialogue, which we couldn't hear before because he's deaf.
Well, it's not inner dialogue. It's the guy speaking from behind a mask.
Oh, is it? Is it that guy?
I assumed it was that guy. Magic Meow saying this becomes much funnier if you imagine he isn't actually deaf, and this is how he just interacts. This is just how he interacts with people.
Oh, this game has music.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Imagine being the guy who like made the soundtrack for this game, and then you play it on release, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Where'd all my work go?
All right, so
what
let
do you
me
mean people have to wait a week?
double check the controls. That's punch. That's kick. That's grab. That's dodge. Run. Super Saiyan. Okay.
Magic Mouse, I'm not sure what you mean by stream is super delayed. I'm checking, I'm watching live in the other window. It seems like we're in time. It seems like we're synced up. So if anyone else has comments or insights or is encountering a similar issue, please to let us know nice and early.
Whoops. Right. You can do that. I forgot about. Give my little yeah and a little ha. That's what I did to all your friends, right? That was cool, wasn't it? Anyway, up against the wall.
Oh, I see. It seems like it's fine. I think the chat was being weird and showing up late. Yeah, that's just how the chat overlay we use works. There's just going to be delay with that. There's no delay in Sharky beating the shit out of these guys, though.
This might be a quicker run than the last one.
Yeah, very likely. We have someone competent playing the game
so
now.
I got to do my turn checks here. Any sort of 3D game like this. That's okay. This is an alright turn. What about this one? Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh, that's good. That passes with flying colors. Yeah.
Stop. No, slow down. Slow.
This shit will always
down.
kill me. Just like how colliding with the wall causes the yeah, like that. How do you fuck that up so bad? How do you not just have like an animation fallback state for when you're?
I hope you can see that he's still like moving his eyes around at normal speed. He's like, huh? Well, I'm in this situation again.
Well, you're probably wondering how I got here. Bobinator asking, question, have any of the actors in this been in anything of note?
The case.
No, that is totally his inner monologue.
Okay, you're right.
Which,
Are there
again,
not subtitles for this?
Not for that one.
I must have forgot that line. We'll see when we get into an actual cutscene. Or like, you know, a more prolonged cutscene, I suppose.
Excuse me.
I don't believe any of the actors here have been in much of anything. I think a lot of them were models rather than actors. I'll double check this. In the meantime, Sharky, for those who maybe haven't watched the original Quiet Man playthrough, who are just experiencing Quiet Man for the first time, maybe walk them through a little bit of this.
Okay, so here's my actions. I got on Xbox controller, I got A button to do a dodge, not important. I got Y button to do a kick, not important, except to the end of the game. I got B button to grab. I can use B to throw again. I can beat him up with X, or I can like turn around and like hold a different direction to attack behind me. Oh, that was also like a if you dodge at the right time, you get slow-mo.
Ooh.
Anyway, all that grab stuff, not important. X button, just a punch, very important. L button will take me, not L button, left trigger will take me into Super Saiyan mode, which is the most important button. So,
yeah, that's the finish the fight button.
So here's how it goes. On the right side of the screen, the thing will be red, like the lighting will be red. As I beat people up, it'll eventually turn blue. And once it turns blue, I hit left trigger, I hit X a couple times, and the fight's over. That is this entire game.
No kidding. Also, I do have an important update. I was incorrect. These people are not models, the actors for the live-action cutscenes. There's a lot of TV actors, like a lot of like bit parts, a lot of character actors and such. But Jessica Blackmore, who plays the lady, whose name I can't remember, was Mike's mom in Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie.
Oh.
So that's something.
Taking a look around this room quick as you explain that. All right. What is that? Tasty fried chicken.
Good. And there's a 7-Eleven cup next to it, I think. Or knockoff, or maybe a Starbucks, a Starbies.
That, yeah, it looks like a coffee cup. All I can tell is that it's recyclable. Cutscene, cutscene. Here we are. Say this game is 90% cutscene. Oh no, I'm gonna have to beat the game. No.
So 30 for life. What the fuck you looking at, huh? Little bitch. So 30 for life, homie. This is what I represent, homie. Yeah, homie. What the fuck you looking at, huh?
I'm looking at the dude who literally just shot my mom to death. What do you think I'm looking at? Wow.
You know what?
That's certainly a characterization.
Knowing what happens later in the game, I don't know why he's saying that.
I think he's trying to... Look, we're going to spoil what happens in the first playthrough. Sorry. I think he's trying to be like, oh,
where am I?
You punched so far out of bounds that it had triggered a flashback. I think he's trying to, like, you know, take credit for the kill so he can go to prison, so he can say that he's been in prison. You know what I mean?
Oh, that is dumb. That is a dumb idea.
Well, I mean, that's gang stuff. Like, you take credit for a kill, you go to the prison, and you get legitimized in doing so. All right, we're in the kitchen. You gonna fix yourself a snack?
So, the first... Actually, yeah, hold up. Hey, guy, come here, come here. Can you... I wish you could walk with people. All right, can you open up the fridge for me? Like, right there, the fridge.
I'm gonna take that as a no.
Come on.
You know,
Nope.
credit where credit is due. The sound design is still fine as far as like the Foley for punches and kicks.
Oh,
and
not
stuff
that the
concerned.
sound, yeah. Huh? Okay. Don't know. All right. I was trying to grab him. He died mid-grab.
Cool guys don't look at the results of their actions. Don't look at the people they knocked out, left bleeding on the floor.
I can't run. Oh, here's the run button. Cool guys do this.
The motion blur on that is sickening. Then again, I'm also a motion blur hater.
Me too. The sound effects make it better. Just like the clonk.
Oh no, it's a major improvement. Ah, the 7 train.
So, after you played this, and after it was decided that I was going to play the answered version of this, I had to beat the game myself immediately after watching you play it. Boy, that sucks.
Almost like it's not meant to be experienced back to back like that.
Yeah.
All right, now I really want to hear the dialogue in this scene.
So you guys know the girl I'm talking about, right? We see her last week, remember? And she did the... Okay, so she can get this. She's in my car, all right? I'm talking. She doesn't know when to... Hey.
Why are there subtitles missing for so much of this shit?
No, if you were anybody else, you would not get in here dressed like that.
That's for the third playthrough.
No, not nice. A tailored 3-piece is nice, okay? This is ghetto, white ghetto. Shows you got no respect for yourself or Tay. Plus, man, look, you got blood all over you.
Man, they really made this dude punchable. I appreciate it. This guy is playing his role to the T's. I get no respect.
After his dry clean, yo.
One of these days, I'm gonna beat the shit out of that kid.
One of these days, I'm gonna punch that kid and make him make a weird face for like 10 or 15 seconds.
A very specific vision. BigBean.gov saying in the third playthrough, everything is base boosted. That's what we're unlocking next. Just some amount of debate as to whether or not the deaf gimmick came first. Calling it a deaf gimmick, I don't know if that's a little, but you know, whether the idea to make the protagonist deaf and to convey that through sound design came first, or if it came afterwards because the sound design sucks. Which I don't think the sound design sucks. I think the sound design is fine. It's passable.
Yeah, I think the sound design is actually like, oh wow, this sounds like a video game now.
Novel concept.
Although maybe I was starved from not having sound effects at all the first 2 times I saw this.
Maybe that was the idea. Maybe it's like, boy, howdy, you're gonna miss them when they're gone, and when we give it to them.
This was some sound designers ploy to get a raise.
Extra credit on your report card, Dane.
Oh, it turns out you need me, huh?
Did you bring presents?
Yep, that is a suitcase.
Yeah.
Very nice trim on it. Combination locks.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Oh,
Oh, you left some stuff in here.
who's a good boy?
Finally make my bread. Thank you.
Definitely get something extra under the tree.
Hey, this dialogue sucks.
Why could they not have given us a subtitle for the sign language the first time? It's not sound.
Nice photography. I really like the lighting on this. You're improving, Dane.
Punks. They in the mood to rattle cages. Make some big boy noise. Should have put them Dominican bastards down years ago.
Trying to find a good place to say this.
But they ain't worth the price of a bullet.
Well, remember, this cutscene goes on for another 30 minutes or whatever.
That's the thing where I was going to say, because I've said this twice on stream already.
They got lucky and popped the wrong courier. They're not trying to move on us.
I want to say it for the actual Quiet Man stream here, is that when I played this, you cannot skip cutscenes in this game. Flat out. You cannot.
Well, yeah, it's 90% of the game.
Yeah. So I played up through that part, and I was watching this.
Assholes.
I think I played up through this part, and I was like, I'm hungry. So I went downstairs, and I made myself dinner, had a nice little meal, Came back upstairs. Cutscene was still fucking happening.
Come on, man, you know my shoes. Look at these shoes.
This is still the strangest backstory, the strangest inciting incidents in a video game. All this story happens because of a pair of shoes, if you really think about it.
I mean, you know, like the Christmas shoes.
Of course not. That fat enchilada was in your space. You'd be putting his head on this table.
That what now?
My product.
A little bit of racism as a treat.
One of these days, that
Doesn't even make
motherfucker
sense as an
paid
insult.
for what he did. Honor.
Honor. Now let's discuss our criminal enterprise and the coke we stole off of another gang that we are absolutely going to sell to the community.
Meanwhile,
Oh no, this is all for me. This will tie me over to tomorrow. Thank you very much.
fan mail. For Lala.
Ooh, she's gaining fans. She has an audience now.
Third one.
We should start a newsletter.
Folks, consider giving a sub to Lala.
It's actually a federal offense to open up other people's mail, but okay, whatever. I guess we are a criminal organization after
Listen,
all. Huh?
he didn't hear who it was for.
No. I'm not concerned.
Which is why I'm bringing it up to you right now and making a big deal of it. While we had a dramatic stinger.
Shit keeps getting into her dressing room.
That's a cause for concern.
Yeah.
That's part of the path to stardom and all, but
Cass, have you gotten your ransom letter made from cutout magazine letters yet?
I'm trying to protect.
Oh yeah, I get one of those a week, basically.
Oh,
They're always telling me, like, you know, review this game or else.
Shit.
Or, you know, increase your score for this game, but... You know, that's just a fan-creator relationship. Cover Balan Wonderworld or die.
I mean, if we eventually get into the VTuber route, then that will be the fan-creator
Yeah, pretty
relationship.
much, huh?
She hasn't sung for weeks. Plays the hell out of the piano.
She's singing right there, though.
Maybe she does know.
That was seen from weeks ago.
It's just her artsy mojo thing ain't working, whatever. Look, I'll take care of this asshole myself, but I gotta keep my head on business.
It's so weird watching this now, because the game suddenly has a plot.
A road to Chi-Town.
By the way, Y-Table says, folks, it's February. I can't. February.
No, February.
Very good. You rolled it very nicely.
See, if you don't have, if you have the SOP in you, that's what you say if you try to say the
I don't
Patriots.
want to upset Lala. The only guy.
Magic Meow saying, ransom letter chastising you for not playing enough Far Cry 6.
Is my number one guy.
Who's my number one guy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Dane. How can any dudes with such a cool secret friend handshake come to blows with one another? It's just not fair.
You know, I never had a secret friend handshake of anyone.
I stole mine from Ghost Squad, the arcade game. I told you I would teach you that one of these days, and I will.
All right. I think this... All right. This is my favorite room for one specific thing, but I'll have to wait a sec. We didn't really explore it the last time. What?
Did I miss something?
Stutter. No. But I just said we didn't really explore it last time. I wanted to see because, like, the Atari pedestrians was so good that I don't want to miss anything this time around.
No, that's a fair point.
Also, I just like seeing like environmental stuff.
Yeah, you know, environmental storytelling, details. looking for candy in this bowl for favors.
Just gonna
Horrible
keep
taste.
that for myself. All right. Is it gonna let me? Oh right, I keep forgetting what button it is. All right.
To run?
Yeah. All right. I posted this in the Discord, but let's see if I can. You see, get the right angle. Oh, it's against this thing. Now, if I get it just right, there we go.
We can evaluate every frame of this run cycle. We can count every keyframe.
Coming to save you. La.
Slow-mo man, says Bangbean.com.
Why does the game function like this?
It's incredible. Wait, hold on. Free puppy to good home.
Oh.
Personality, princess.
Oh, I'm looking at that puppy now. There's babysitting. There. Why is this in her dressing room?
Want to work from home? Who is this for? Is she like considering
$3.50 an hour? That sucks.
You know, in New York especially.
Why are there top loading? Wait, is there a dish? Is there a washer in here, or is there top loading washer instructions for no reason?
I'm gonna go with top loading washer instructions for no reason. You know what it is? These bulletin boards are probably used somewhere else in the game, like inside a building or something, like inside maybe the washer building, the washing machine building, probably where the famous head plant scene takes place. But they needed something to decorate the walls in this room, and they just assumed that no one would fucking notice it here. I'm absolutely right about that. I am 1000% correct about that. That if we look closely in the background of the laundromat, we will see these exact same billboards.
Why is this happening? Like, what programming thing do you do that makes this happen? Like, the stopping, I kind of get. You run through a wall. He should stop. Okay, stop all animation. Why the slow motion?
It has to be something where there is still some amount of movement happening on a pixel level. Like you're still inching forward, like you're colliding with it, but you're still moving pixel by pixel. So it's like the animations are tied to distance being cleared.
Is that Human Head Studios' actual, or was their actual address?
Humanhead.com? Yeah, that's a safe bet.
No, I meant physical address. 1741 Commercial Avenue, Madison, Wisconsin.
Okay, here's the question. Here's the real rub. What is a class that takes place in Madison, Wisconsin doing in a New York? Are they going to fly out to take the self-defense seminar? Is there nothing in New York? No equivalent of that?
Okay, do we know we're in New York, or is this the bustling nightlife of Madison, Wisconsin?
This is New York. They've confirmed that it's New York. The 7 train from New York. And then, he's flying out of JFK.
Oh, that's right,
Dane.
JFK, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on, I guess. Except, I like that reflection.
Very good reflection, too.
If I do it just right, if I do it just right, which I might not be able to get, and I will move on if I don't, but I think his face in the mirror animates differently from his face in real life, which I understand why that would be the case. Video games.
Is this an instance where there's just another actor on the other side of the mirror, where it's a duplicate room?
Yes, they hired
because
Dave's
they might be using a lower detail version of the model on that other side just to save on a little bit of performance.
Magic Now says Human Head were located in Madison, Wisconsin. So that's very likely their address.
I believe it.
Also, OBS is working now. I don't get this game. I said, this is probably going to be a shorter one unless I keep fucking around like that and just looking at everything.
It'll be as long as it needs to be. We already have a 3-hour first episode of this.
Yes. And we're going to have a 4-hour one as I look at every single sign. That's what I'm saying.
Johnny Baghead speculating that by unfinished stuff like freezing when running into the wall I imagine that what the engine does I imagine that's what the engine does by default before code that gives wall animations were finished. I don't know if that's necessarily how it works. I think what they have there is a contingency animation. It's just not a particularly like good one. It's a strange one. It's one that stands out, but
Is this just like an Unreal Engine game? Because I don't think I've ever seen that in any game.
I don't know the engine offhand for this. I'm sure if I pay attention to the splash screens at the beginning, I would know offhand. But yeah, I'm just checking. It is Unreal Engine. It doesn't say whether it's 4 or 3 or. But you figure it comes out 2018, so it's probably 4 era, right? Don't ask me
Yeah,
about
it would be
Unreal
4.
Engine.
It would not be 5. It would not be 5. For sure. Alright, anyone left? Hello? Hello?
Again, decent music. Doesn't really fit the subway fight, but, you know. They had a score. They had a real composer.
My video card briefly stopped working.
Oh. Well, game's still going, stream's still
Good.
going, so.
Okay.
The only thing you understand.
Oh, right. Child
Yeah,
abuse.
right, this scene. We
Forgot
forgot about this again.
that again.
Stupid crippled bastard.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
also,
this is even worse. Cool.
Screaming, you don't hear me.
Okay.
This whole thing is your fault. Stop. Everything.
You know, yesterday
Always has been your.
I thought to myself, when I call Cass tomorrow, I need to like ask at the front, like when we're gonna do like a trigger warning again for this scene, and then I completely forgot about today.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about the 2. It's because, like, this is the only scene like this in the game. This is the only, like, part of this game that is like this. It's the only time we see, like, this level of flashback, this intense a fucking scene. Besides him watching his mom die, which, you know, probably... I don't know. It's...
I mean, that scene is more melodramatic, and this one is, like, way more explicit.
I don't know, if this game was, as a whole, like, more coherent in its storytelling, it's not that you can't use that as a storytelling device.
Yeah.
It's not like you can't have a character's motivation be that they were abused or, you know, suffered trauma as a child. This is that you need to do it, like, in a way that is, like, respectful of it, or that, like, treats the character like, I don't know. This is
I wouldn't
not
say
this
I've
game.
I would say I've seen it done worse than this. Like, just to my point, what I was saying was earlier was, yeah, it comes so out of nowhere, and it's the only time it happens, so I forgot about it before this one. Or this episode. Oh, there you are. Oh, he has a knife. That's why I pressed the L button and end the fight.
To be able to knock him through the turnstile.
So, did you know there's an achievement for this? Oh. Okay, well, oh, never mind. We're done. Did you know there's an achievement for this game to, I believe all 96 states of America, please rise. Salute the flag. New York, Massachusetts, Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, East Dakota, Mystery Dakota, Extra Dakota, Island Dakota, Louisiana. Anyway, I believe that there is a achievement for this game to beat the entire thing without getting hit once. You can't skip cutscenes. Imagine getting to the final fight, and you get hit once, and you have to sit through all of this again. Oh, I was wondering why Cass was so quiet. Discord crashed.
Tonight? We're good?
Solo stream.
Yeah. Was there no change of plans from your BF?
Nope. He's heading his way over right now. And then he's in the air. And you're on.
You make it sound like it's a goddamn show.
It is. The greatest performance of my career.
Okay, I'm back in.
The night I was kidnapped.
Share the screen to me.
Last chance
Gotcha.
to change your mind.
Try sharing the screen instead of the game application, because clearly that's causing issues.
You
Gotcha.
won't.
Dane's here.
Yeah, I had a feeling I saw him a few blocks away. He's had some trouble with Isaac's asshole squad.
I thought you took care of them.
I took care of our part, but shit, Dane. You know, Dane's his own thing.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That OBS up? Okay.
Tay's almost here. Be careful.
All right, you two.
Cass, you still there?
I'm still here.
All right, good. All right.
Video Game asking if the stream imploded for anyone else. It looks like the stream is fine. It looks like it shouldn't have disrupted the stream at all. But yeah, that was the cutscene that explains like everything, isn't it? Or that you know, without the context of it in the first playthrough, you know, you're left to invent a completely different plot in your head for what happens in the game. But having it this early in this playthrough kind of tells you everything.
Right. So
about
I
what's gonna happen.
I actually missed it because I was doing the fixing stuff. What happened?
Okay, so it was just the phone call between Lala and the Ash, who is Dane's father, and then the cop, the detective. Okay. So basically, she's trying to get out of her relationship, her ties to Tay, the crime leader, and so she's orchestrating her own kidnapping with the assistance of Ash.
Gotcha.
That's the whole game. So everything that happens is basically her fault for doing this in such a potentially damaging way, for helping orchestrate a gang war in the process of doing this, mind you.
Now, see, I thought you were just being quiet to let me do my bit about all of the 96 states of America.
No, I would have had something to say, but... Streaming, folks, computers.
Yeah, I don't know what I didn't even notice Discord crashed.
Yeah, I could tell. Again, what's so weird to me is what scenes they decide to do in engine and what scenes they decide to do in live action.
The tall glass of iced tea's taking flight. Come down and say goodbye.
This is a scene that should have been done in live action.
They forgot
like,
to film it.
This is a moment between
like,
actors.
As I was saying it, I think it's real. They probably forgot to film it, and then we're like, "Oh, we need to put this in to make sense."
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's just economical.
The flowers would go to waste.
That would be a shame.
Like, if I had to guess, maybe like being able to shoot inside the apartment, outside on a street like this. It's easier to shoot interiors, and most of this game is interiors, saving like barring that one intro cutscene where Dane is walking through the city.
That ain't your sound. Chicago ain't your town. Look, I called some people that know people, and they're coming by the club, I swear. But they're gonna want to hear you sing.
Tay.
So
how you gonna be a singer if you don't sing anymore?
Sorry to be doing like tech work during the thing, but stream's still going fine, right? People have seen the video.
Okay. Artistic license.
Yeah, it seems fine to me. Soulstuff asks, I'm late. Has the story made any sense? Yeah, I mean, it
More
does.
so. Yeah. There is a story now.
Just miss that beautiful voice, you know?
Yeah, me too.
I'd say this dialogue is better than the first time, which was just like, ooh.
God damn it, I hate when you pull that ninja shit.
Shows you suck at guarded bodies, Babcock.
His name is Babcock? Johnny Baghead raising a very interesting point. By the way, Tay, he knew Dane's mom, right? So he also knows that Lala, she's a doppelganger, right? You'd have to assume so.
Get rid of that. We're officially on the next level.
Wait a minute.
Don't keep looking.
No.
I hope that's not actually where chapter
You want
1 ends.
Fanboy shows his face. You show him to the boiler room for a little talk when I get back.
Like if I was on the first playthrough after he says like, we're officially on the next level, like with the achievement pop up saying, because I think it was around here when I was playing it my first time.
Because he's too lazy to walk.
Video Game King says Dane just fucking spoke. Yeah, he speaks. You could see him speaking the first time around.
So far, yeah.
Sorry.
But, you know, deaf people can speak. Not every deaf person, but that's not unheard of, but
Yeah.
for sure.
See to that.
We also don't know what level of deafness of hearing impairment Dane suffers from.
Take him straight to the club. No stops. Oh. And eyes on La. She get in mind to wander off by herself when I'm gone? Remind her where she belongs.
So, see, there's the thing. So, everything up till now has been, barring the fact that he runs a criminal organization, Tay has seemed fairly reasonable, respectable, but this is where you're starting to get the idea that he is kind of oppressing Lala.
Guy who runs a criminal enterprise and steals coke from other gangs to sell for himself is kind of an ass.
What are you doing there?
Huh.
Sweeping the perimeter? Securing points of egress? Spying on me?
Just work.
Just work.
My fan.
Johnny Baggett pointing out, for some reason he just doesn't talk sometimes, which if they were going for him not being comfortable talking would work, but he talks a shitload later on. He talks a lot in this scene. And Matt Jamel is saying, I assume the muffled audio in the first playthrough is supposed to be you hearing things how Dane does. Except he hears people as instruments. He hears people talk as instruments, so I just took it as completely stylized. Rather than, the world through his ears.
I actually believe you.
I think that in that scene,
Though I don't know why
if he's reading lips, he probably didn't catch most of that sentence that when she asked him a question.
I'm not
Yeah, that's the thing. All these characters turn away when they speak to him.
special.
At least a few times in any given conversation. You know what I'd be interested in just as a personal, this weird...
I'm not a boy anymore.
Okay, weird line. But I want to hear this audio overlaid on top of the way Dane hears things. I want to hear a mix with both audio tracks. Both cutscene audios overlaid on top of each other.
That's doable.
Yeah, I could do one right ear, left ear. I don't care how I do it. I might do that just for my own edification. Beam Splash X saying, I'm not the quiet boy anymore. Johnny Baggett saying, no longer quiet boy, I am now a quiet man. Honestly, we should just have chat write jokes for us at this point. Let me just, if I can just phone it in.
Granted, one of those two people have been on the stream multiple times, so...
Okay, that's fair. The other one might appear on stream. But,
and is a streamer themselves that you should check out. I'm talking about Johnny.
Check out Johnny Baghead. Yes. Yeah. Friend to the show. This scene, I'm interested to hear the music. I know it's just piano, but I'm interested to hear the piano song. I like a nice song. I like a music. I got a music in my soul, a music in my heart, a song in my heart.
It's just chopsticks.
It's like the scene from the Naked Gun 2.5 where they start playing Ding Dong, the witch is dead, the wicked witch, the wicked witch.
Welcome to Club Moonrise. And thank you for indulging me a little musical escape from the world.
Musical escape from the world. Musical escape from the world. Escape from the world.
This was the scene that, in the first playthrough, right? Dane trying to appreciate in some capacity, but not really being able to. And, I talked there about, how deaf people can't appreciate music. They can, put themselves next to speakers. They can hear the reverberations. There are ways for people who are hard of hearing to enjoy music. But, it was almost like a touch of the... It could be, a really good moment in the plot. If there was someone, competent at the helm writing this, right? If it had an actual screenwriter, they would have made like a really poignant point around here. Like Dane's look here would have like a tragedy to it, would have a sadness to it. Like, the flashbacks are fine, but like there should be a sort of sadness to this that isn't conveyed. And it shouldn't just be because he's remembering his mom either dying. It should be like more in the moment. The fact that everything comes back to this, Oedipus fucking shit.
I
of
feel
him,
like
falling in love with this girl that looks like his mom.
I feel like for that to happen, for your want for it to be more in the moment to happen, the entire rest of the plot of the game would have to be different, because yes, it does all revolve around him being like, oh, she looks like my mom.
I'm sure I made this joke in the first one, but this is just a typical New York getup. I mean, in New York, no one would notice this guy walking in. No one would bat an eye. No one would give him 2 seconds.
I was hoping the piano would still be playing right now.
Still be playing.
33!
The weed will make you do crazy things.
Alright, so hey, we finally have a name for that guy, by the way. They didn't say it earlier, but Isaac.
Yeah, the leader of Soul 33. Key of the cutscene. Some fire alarm.
Make it harder to see. In case of fire, like, just really make it difficult to tell what's going on. Wait, did she just faint? Or pretend to faint?
I think she was pretending to be, like, tasered. Because I don't think Horace over there actually tased her as part of the bit. Oh, I remembered who told me about the whole Horace thing, who gave me the whole Horace theory. It was Shane. It was Rerez. We were talking in a call one time.
Oh, yeah,
and, like,
I remember that now.
See all the iconography here and the mythology, and then like the whole game being a parable or a reinterpretation of Horace. So there is, you know, at least according to Shane, there's some depth to this game.
Ooh.
Oh, I saw some graphic corruption there.
Yeah.
For a few frames. Looks like it's stabilized, but
yeah, whoa. Okay,
Whoa.
Flash. I've had some issues running this game. One time when I was trying to play it, the frame rate dropped to like the single digits.
That's a very cool kick he did there, by the way. He really put his back into it. Beam Splasher, that's a bit of Horace play. He's Horacing around. Cool mask.
Duel of the Fates playing over this. Just awkwardly standing there. Okay.
So I did all the hard work on this, discovering how to, you know, win these fights. So, you know, you should just breeze right through this. You're welcome.
I mean, there's another secret to this.
That dodge is so... Maybe I should maneuver my body out of the way of this incoming thing. Is the secret just dodging? Just constantly just mashing the dodge button?
So the secret is if you can get a spare hit on him and knock him against the wall, you basically get a free combo where he gets knocked down. And if you immediately go into Super Saiyan mode or whatever we're going to call it, focus mode, then you can get another combo on him as he is still recovering from the wall bounce.
Dane had like a full second there to let go of the thing. He really is bad at this.
See, right there, we can see Tay holding the gun.
Yeah, but it's still being contested there. It still looks like, you know...
I mean, it still does look like he at least had some hand in it, though, right?
It's like, obviously not deliberate on his part.
Yeah, I mean, that is true, but like they treat it like it's a big reveal later that he had some part in this. You know, inadvertently or not. Pizza.
Ooh.
Is that your favorite brand of New York pizza? Pizza brand pizza?
I can't quite make it out because of the bit rate, but, you know, I'm obviously able to recognize New York pizza boxes by sight. Yeah, that's one over on 112th. Yeah, that joint. I don't like the way they do the marinara.
Would you trust the pizza place whose, like, name was just pizza?
Motherfucker, that's half the pizza shops in New York are just pizza on the outside.
Well, all right, good. Thank you for. You know what? I'm a Southerner, so I don't know that information. So thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, you'll just go to like down the street, wherever they'll say like pizza, and you go inside, and it's like, yeah, we're pizza. 2-for-1 water bottles.
Dude, frame rate.
2 for $1 water bottles. Economy was great back 5 years ago. I tell you what. And how much is gas?
Yeah, how much is gas? $2.41 for regular. $2.71 for the premium. That's Wait, hold on. No, get back over here. I want to. Hey, come here, buddy.
Wait, is this free coffee or fresh coffee?
Where do you see that?
Between the gas dispensers underneath the no smoking sign.
Free coffee. I guess.
How?
I don't know. With purchase of something else.
What fucking New York is this? It's no New York that I ever lived in.
Maybe they have like a rewards program or something. Like, sign up for this gas card and get free coffee with every $100 you purchase.
Sure.
Yeah. I was trying to literally do anything else but this move. But no, this is the move.
Snacks, milk, cold beer, soda. Bobminator's still not convinced this isn't Toronto or something.
Well, you know, that's where they had to film the CG. It's cheaper.
Sick flip. So he's running into the ideal bar here.
And out of the ideal bar. Gas discovered.
You know what would make this game better? If these gangsters were all like, you know, West Side Story types who are like doing the snapping their fingers. Yeah. If there were song and dance numbers throughout the whole thing. And you play the game through the first time, you don't get any of that nuance. But the second time through, it's abundantly clear.
We need more musical beat-em-up games besides Boo Bunny Plague.
Yeah, that's kind of the only one, isn't it?
There may be more, and if there are, I'd like to know them.
It's sound off in the chat. Hi-Fi Rush, says Johnny Baghead. I'm just thinking, I always think of Rhapsody.
Not enough song numbers from the characters.
I always think of Rhapsody, a musical adventure on PS1. That's my go-to musical RPG.
Is that worth playing?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, it might be. Depends on how much you like tactics RPGs, I guess.
Oh, yeah, not really. What was that RPG where you played as like an anime version of an actual composer and you were playing in his dream as he was dying?
I have no idea.
It was an Xbox 360 era game. Chat will probably know what I'm talking about.
Where you play as a dying composer.
Yeah, and in his dreams, he's an anime.
Mozart
Sonata.
2, The Reckoning.
Eternal Sonata about Chopin. Thank you, Johnny Baggett.
So, Brace, you want to get my boys to work out? You need more assholes.
You need more assholes.
They search you for that. Very expensive.
Where's the girl? Yo, this is war. Call it.
More than that.
Now, more reason to call it. What are you waiting for?
Stalker? It's him.
Don't make sense. Soul 33 wants to puff at their chest. They grab machetes, they start chopping away. Why would Isaac get in on his freaky fan shit?
Locked on the club.
What the hell?
It's a little late for that.
Yeah.
We gotta strike back. I'll call him. I don't sign, man. What do we do?
What a waste of time.
Get her back. Then we go to war. Clear?
That was my car.
I like this character.
I like everything he represents. I like the fact that he gets dunked on constantly.
Gather the useless fuckers we call a crew and meet me at Moonrise. Turn this shitbox around. Trip's canceled.
Oh man, I work really hard to maintain this limousine.
What's Dane doing?
Game Splash says, "What the Dane doing?"
Yeah. I really do want him to jump
Dane
in
is
that
acting like
skull.
he can hear that. Dane responds as if he can hear that conversation happening an alley away, which is confusing.
Did I tell the story last time about when I was in high school and I was in a creative writing class, and we had to write plays, and someone wrote a play about a character who was blind, and that character himself was not blind, so they kept writing things that like just the person supposed to be totally blind was just still seeing everything because they didn't think that far in advance.
Yeah, people are saying you mentioned this. I couldn't remember if you said it in Discord or on stream, but
again, the vibes I'm getting.
That dude on the left, he can't distract him from his work.
Okay, so now I'm concerned. I mean, I was fine for you punching him, but you knocked him out. I gotta do something about this.
The warps, the sliding across the floor. There's got to be a better way.
I want to try and make that happen more often because it is very funny to look at.
Like, you can have it so your character leaps across the screen. You know, you could have so you're able to target people from far away. In fact, it's nice that you can do that. You see to have like a jump animation or like an about face where Dane like launches off the ground and jumps towards them. That would fix everything.
So in an action game, I do like that effect where it just kind of like they just zip around like immediately, like kind of lock on to the next person. I think that's kind of cool. Maybe with the tone and the kind of groundedness they're trying to go for this game, it doesn't work.
That's what I'm saying, a jump. That him
in another
leaping
game would be cool.
Yeah, Johnny Back is saying there is a better way. Batman Arkham Combat had a solution. Gee, maybe a decade before this game came out.
I look at it, he's like, well, here I go again.
He's squaring up, and then the next shot, he's just in his default idle animation. Hands by his sides.
Whoa, something's... okay.
Hey, all that matters is that someone fell down and it wasn't you. So I can't help but notice that the game hasn't gotten grayscale once for you, almost like you've been dodging every single attack in the game. You're making me look bad here, Sharky. People will figure out that I'm not good at video games. If they keep
Here's the
watching
thing,
this.
I'm not dodging anything, I'm just hitting the punch button over and over again. This game is harder if you try harder.
Yeah, I suppose so. Look, all I'm concerned about is that the more you play this game, the more people will realize I'm a fraud.
I mean, we're establishing that I'm like the action gamer here, and you're the first-person shooter gamer.
That's basically all I got. Don't take that away from me.
Okay, wait a minute. Huh? What was that sentence? What was any of those sentences? But we don't need the ACLU up our dicks?
Because they're going into gang territory. They're basically Ash, who is the dad, who is the drunken dad, is saying for the cops, he's holding the cops back deliberately, which we know is because he's manipulating all the events here. But for them, the excuse he's making to his fellow officers is to say, like, the ACLU will be up our ass, and we're going there without warning.
I understand. I'm just saying, up our dicks.
Yeah, that's not right.
Let me take care of this.
Like, crawl up my ass
guy.
makes sense. Like, crawl up my ass would make sense, but crawl up my dick is... I imagine that'd be painful.
Johnny says, Sharky is the greatest Quiet Man player. No, they're legit speedrunners of this game, and I have massive respect for them because they can sit through all these fucking cutscenes.
So what you're saying is that we're not going to GDQ this year?
No,
with
not
a
for
Quiet
this.
Man speedrun?
Not for this.
I mean, how funny would it be if we just pick some dog shit game to get really good at? It's going to be you, not me, by the way. And I'll be on the couch and I'll comment for the whole thing. That's going to be our big break.
Memorize it. This girl's
Sure, it's not going to be you. I feel like that's more of a you thing.
Speedrunning?
Yeah.
That if they even
I mean, I have tried speedrunning. I've tried to learn some stuff. I technically have a world record in something.
You take it up.
But I don't see myself being a speedrunner.
Are you proud of yourself?
All right, let's see what they really say in this scene. How many mentions of Doki Doki Panic there are.
Understand the depths of what you've done?
Wait, what?
What are we supposed to do now?
You know he can't hear you.
Now that you've killed your mother.
The fuck?
What? Father of the year.
He writes that in the report and gets like a glowing recommendation from the chief of police. Like, you did it perfect.
Yeah, my dumb fucking son killed my wife. What?
So anyway, you're going to jail now, son.
I can't fucking believe that.
I have a witness, and it's that gentleman over there waving the gun saying, yeah, I did it. Like, I get what he's saying. Hey, you're the one who distracted them, and they shot,
He
so
wasn't
it's your
there,
fault.
though. He doesn't know what the fuck happened. He wasn't on the scene.
Yes.
He's just assuming.
Defiant Optimist jumping into chat first time tonight just to say, what the fuck?
Johnny Baghead says the dialogue is dumb, but those flashback scenes are intentionally filmed to mislead you. The body language is entirely removed from the actual dialogue. Yeah, you know, that is deliberate in the sense that, you know, when you're watching it without the fucking dialogue the first time, yeah, you have to draw your own assumptions about it. But to hear that dialogue, for that to be the angle.
It makes a lot more sense now why later on we see him in therapy.
Yeah.
I mean, it already made sense. It already made sense, but now it extremely makes sense.
I hear you with my blood. Sing for me.
What do you think you're the hero now, Dane? When have you ever been anything but the villain?
Wait, so this is completely blowing his own cover here by speaking. Presumably.
I mean, maybe this is like in his mind, because remember earlier he did like fight a what's the word I'm looking for? Hallucination version.
But this isn't a hallucination. This is actually Dane's dad underneath the cape and cowl.
Okay.
Announcing his arrival, calling him Dane.
Here,
I mean,
here
granted,
is...
Dane can't hear it, but...
Alright, here's my theory. Alright? The quiet man that he drew, you know, as a kid, like, that is how he saw his father. No, wait, never mind, because he pointed at the drawing and pointed at himself.
Yeah, and also the quiet man is a hero in his mind, is like a silent avenger, and his father now is perverting it, so...
Granted, I guess Dane was not looking at him, and also he is wearing a mask where you couldn't even see his lips even if he was looking at him. So Dane wouldn't have been able to hear him say that.
Soul Stuff saying that they searched the writer, and remember his stuff, the writer's stuff. I don't know what the writer's name is. If you can send me the writer's name, and much appreciated, Soul Stuff. It was okay to meh. I'm mostly recognized for that one cover of really sexualized Mary Jane. Joe Kelly, thank you. So that's who wrote this. It is a comic book writer. Not a screenwriter, I can't help but note.
Very lucky I got that counter parry, considering my entire screen was covered up by that bird mask. Sometimes I like diffusing a scene just by doing something stupid with the character.
It kind of cuts through the tension.
Yeah.
Johnny Baghead following up that Joe Kelly tangent by saying that according to Joe Kelly, most of what he and his team wrote is not really how the story turned out here. Which, you know, is very easy to imagine. Sounds like they wrote a story, gave it to Square, and then had no involvement beyond that. So they gave him like a first draft, and then, you know, whoever at Square, like, you know, formatted it, rewrote it, made it fit for a video game.
Speaking of that, did we ever learn what George R.R. Martin did for Elden Ring? Exactly.
Oh yeah, he was a lead programmer. Yeah, he was all low level. It was all like high level. He wrote the netcode. But the only thing he's written in fucking past 5-6 years.
Wait, we're going there.
Grab
Wait,
a snack.
This is the same kitchen. This is the same place.
Yeah, you're going back to the same place as before. You even there's even the same electrical panel in this room, which maybe we can figure out how to use the electrical panel to get that one environmental kill that's possible to get in this game. See, it's right there. Yeah, they're highlighting it.
I'll try. I need them to come to me because I can't walk around with them.
I have an idea for what might trigger it. Put them up against it and then use the kick button.
Okay.
So Y or Xbox or PlayStation triangle. But yeah, you gotta have them up against it first. All right, that should do.
I didn't think of it. Yep, you're right.
We got it.
That was it. And I think I just unlocked an achievement for that.
So I think that's what I wasn't doing last time. So maybe there are a bunch more environmental kills. Try putting someone's head through the TV.
All right, well. Oh, no, I didn't mean to.
Well, now you gotta burn through this meter. Unless you can cancel out of this meter mode. Or...
Yeah. All right, I had to let it. All right. No, this way. Please.
I think you want to rotate your... Yeah, there we go.
Oh, screen's getting gray. Yeah. All right, that's the same. Also, did not.
TV's fine.
Yeah, TV's fine.
What a horrible fact. What a horrible way to do that. None of that was right. None of that was correct.
Kick button. That is a weird. button to choose for that.
Isaac's gonna kill you. Where is she? Jesus, what are you talking about? I don't know. Oh, no, shit.
Hello?
Going in high.
Dane reacted to the door getting smashed in.
Nobody move.
He heard it.
The hell? Somebody call.
Maybe he felt it, you know.
Yeah, that is possible.
I don't need to defend this game.
Jesus Christ, you guys couldn't find your handcuffs if they were clamped on your own fucking dicks.
Lieutenant, sir, can you please stop talking about dicks? It's making everyone in the precinct uncomfortable.
All right, listen, sources say the house is clear, okay? For now. But I want you to move. I want them all. Cuffed and stuffed. I don't care what it takes. Assault 33 no longer exists after tonight.
What does cuffed and stuffed mean? What does the stuffed imply?
Yeah!
Body bag?
See how tall I am, yo? I pop up one, and I pop again. OG thug, homie, OG thug. Yeah! No, 33 for life.
See, this is all your fault.
That's right. Yeah.
You made him do it. That poor innocent boy over there. The little punch Dane does while he's being held back.
Revenge is mine.
Common cop phrases.
Dane?
Why are you looking for Lala?
Where is she?
How do you know
Just tell me.
he's looking for
Games.
Because he overheard the conversation before.
How
and saw
did
the
you
photograph that was
overhear?
pointing. He saw the photograph that was pointing in the other direction.
Together.
See.
Except now your little pissing contests are starting to lead to innocent people getting hurt.
What, innocent people like the Soul?
So again-
33? Or Lala. Okay, right.
Where is she?
Again. Why do you care?
Fuck, Dane, I am just trying to keep her safe. I just want to take care of her.
You need a new mom.
Keep her safe. Give me a fucking break. Are you serious? Because every goddamn thing that you have ever touched has always turned to shit.
Jesus Christ, Dad!
Everything.
Wait, no, I just touched you, so that means... Oh, no!
And your little quiet man? Yeah, he's not gonna save your ass tonight.
Dad, that was like 10 when I came up with that. You're still harping on it.
Son, I just wanted you to draw big titty anime girls. You had to go do this quiet man shit.
Everything okay, Lieutenant?
I'm fine. I was talking to my loser son. You know, he killed his mom. It's all his fault.
Yeah, you should go arrest him. We're opening the case back up.
Ay, ay, ay. How am I gonna tell him?
I need to step away for a moment. I have a feeling I'm not going to be missing any gameplay, so I'll be right back.
Oh, this will be great. This will go well if there's gameplay here. Alright, we're gonna hear the scream. Presumably.
Well, fortunately, I'll still be able to hear it. I can still hear. I'm just not in the room.
Alright. This mask, I can join Slipknot. Finally achieve my dreams. Well, that's certainly a way to do that. I screamed so hard I fainted. Ruh-roh.
What is their gameplay?
No, he's
Okay.
just he's looking over the mess he made. No, Babcock, your best friend.
Oh, I'm in trouble now.
I think he did shoot that one guy there. Looked like he shot a guy who had his back to him.
No, listen to me. It's Dane. The stalker is Dane. What the fuck is going on? Come on, man. Come on. You don't get...
He'd shit Babcock. I do like that this shot is vertical as like a phone screen shot. That is a good touch. It is a unique framing for whatever that's worth. Also, I just realized the phone was on FaceTime, but Babcock, when he was speaking on the phone, had the phone up to his ear. So all Tay could see from the other end was just speaking directly into his ear. They weren't like actually looking at each other while they were talking. So what's the point of FaceTime then? Besides just to have a dramatic shot for that sequence. Also, okay. This part of the plan, where we're filming her with the tape on her mouth, where we're tying her up, we're going to these lengths to sell it and convince Dane to come get her. If her plan is just to flee the country, flee the state, flee whatever, why are all these steps necessary?
Okay,
why are we leading a trail of clues, like breadcrumbs, for Dane to follow here?
My guess is that that's not part of Lala's plan. That's part of Ash's plan to beat the shit out of his son. Again.
Yeah, that's fair. The plan's not doing Lala any good.
I don't think he cares.
But I think he does care because they were on a first name basis with one another even before the plan went into action. Presumably because Ash knows that she looks like his dead ex-wife.
I mean, he could be manipulating her, for all we know.
Sir, not while I'm driving, please. Can you refrain from punching the back of the seat?
All right, that's 75 cents for the swear jar. Underground Dakota. Sky Dakota.
Wait, keep walking in that direction?
Mississippi. This direction? Like this?
You're not even walking into the subway. You're walking parallel to it. How is this still happening?
Alright, he's trying to punch me out of it so I could move again. Thank you, sir.
That dude's dead. You caved his skull in. I mean, half these dudes that Dane is fighting are dead. All right, bye to that scene.
Yep.
Definitely the most important set piece in this game.
I'm pretty sure
to establish that he got off the subway, or they used the subway to travel.
I think that scene was literally there just because they were like, you know what, the player's probably bored. They haven't had any gameplay for a bit. So, throw him a bone.
Give him something. God forbid we get compared to Metal Gear Solid 4. Wouldn't that just, embarrass us?
Uh-oh. Oh. I was having a drink. I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't, but I would like to complete this playthrough without getting a game over.
I think that's entirely possible. I believe in you, Charky. Even if no one else in this chat does, even if all these people are rooting against you, you got a friend in me.
Yo, my screen is starting to go gray. Okay.
Better press L1 or L2. I can't remember. One of the two.
It is L2. There's that one boss fight coming up that might be an issue. Heck, I know how to do it, but still hits hard. Hello. Oh, no, he won't let me grab him.
Yeah, some of these guys.
Just pathetic looking, really.
I mean, that's the game. That's the game in a nutshell.
Why can I not punch him?
Or triangling, for that matter. That lurching pose.
Bob says, okay, he just beat up
Sharky.
Bob says, okay, he just beat up 3 guys by himself, but I know I can take him this time. Listen, that guy was wearing a red vest. He knew what the power he was wielding.
Yeah, he's a heavy hitter. The rest of these guys are agreeing with envy. Folks, it's Subfebruary. It's Johnny Backett saying the SOL-33 plans let Dane beat them up repeatedly to tire him out. It's secretly genius.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Can you see?
Oh, drink up, by the way.
Oh, I already went through my drink in its entirety.
Oh, mercifully. So stuff that said, that's one for me after that joke that I made.
Right, I will drink up as soon as we get into another over the long cutscene. Someone's still alive. Okay.
So I'll ask you this about the gameplay. What did this game need to add in terms of layers, in terms of depth? Like, what would this be like if you could like add one thing to try and bring it closer to being like a proper like character action beat 'em up type thing?
Well, it would never be a character action beat 'em up, but I think more explanation of things. Like, I didn't know that environmental takedowns are tied to the triangle button.
Kick button, yeah.
But also make, I don't know how to say this, but make any move other than just punching and going into finisher mode matter. Because the way the game is like balanced right now, like, this is really all you need. Like, if anything, like, throws and kicks are gonna get you more likely to get hit, so why would you engage with those mechanics?
Dane making quite the mess here. Yeah, no, that seems like a fair complaint. Would like a combo system have helped this? Like, you know, like XXX to Y or XX to Y, like, you know, that kind of like chain thing that I see a lot of games do? Or like trees like that?
I don't think it would hurt. Like, maybe a possibility for something that's an area of effect, as it were.
Maybe like disarming goons to take their weapons and use them temporarily.
Oh, using weapons would be interesting. Like, yeah, you can disarm these guys.
Oh, wait,
like, that guy
hold on,
might
you
get
need to
up.
try to kill someone with an arcade machine.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get out of this corner.
No one puts Dane in the corner.
Alright, come here. Now,
close.
Come here.
All right, this guy will absolutely go into, yeah, kick him.
Nope, that was a kick.
Yeah, okay, it's just a generic up against the wall.
All right,
finisher there. Or not even a finisher, because they get back up from it. You just assume they do damage, like extra damage.
Oh, wait a minute. Wrong button. All right, good. Pool table. Pool table. Yes. Okay.
Boo.
Boo.
Nothing creative. I think more environmental kills. More stuff that using the environment like to instantly finish folk.
And like I said, I get they wanted to be minimalist, but like maybe explain or hint at stuff a little bit better. Like, don't have this be
the sole measure of your menus. Yeah.
I want to look at these again.
Let's say hi to our friends in the city again. Bottom left or center left. People can see that those little pixel people, those 2600 guys walking around the background over there. Johnny back in the chat saying special moves with inputs you unlock would have been a huge plus. Like a progression tree would have been good.
Yeah.
Bob and Air saying if they're going to rip off Batman, they could have given you a counter button. That's the dodge button. Then you capitalize.
So yeah, if you
on the dodges,
if you dodge at like the exact right time, which I feel like is kind of a tight timing, at least as far as I can tell. But if you dodge at the right time, it goes into slow-mo, and you can follow that up into a counterattack. But I don't go for it, because it is usually just not worth it compared to hit X a bunch and then go into this mode.
Yeah, like all these options don't count for much if there's just like one super effective thing that you can do with basic inputs, right?
Yeah.
If there's like one clear progression that works better than anything else. Johnny back at again saying it's not hyperbole to say the bar fight scene from the start of Uncharted 3, which I think is maybe the only fist fight scene in that game, was leagues better with more depth. I mention that because I think that might have been a reference point for this game. To conclude, Johnny Baghead's thoughts.
Unceremonial cuts sometimes in this game.
Yeah, they can do a little better with that. They can do a little better with a lot of things in this game. They can do a lot better across the board.
Maybe we'll understand now why the fuck this guy has the mask in this scene.
No need to yell, Dane. I ain't the deaf one.
Sick taunt. Too bad he couldn't hear it.
In case you didn't make the connection that this guy is this guy, I'm glad they cleared that up.
Stupid. We're both done playing games.
Where did he get that mask? Because they're like
that's the only
several of those
explanation you're gonna get.
You know what I like the best about you, Dane?
A cool jacket.
You can't hear a fucking word I say. I could beat the living shit out of you, tell you how much of an idiot you are, and always have been. And you can't hear a word of it.
I can read lips, dumbass. All right, good luck. Remember, all this is useless.
Oh no, I'm doing it for a reason. Okay.
Patty cake, patty cake.
Ooh, okay. No, I'm doing that to build up meter.
Meter is useless.
No, there's a reason for it. I need him to... Okay.
You know that you deaf? But did you also know that you blind?
Oh, a double whammy. That's unfortunate.
Because
plot twist.
You would have seen everything.
Okay.
Your mother. Tay.
He's my mother?
Father. Well, that's the best part, isn't it?
How does he know all this?
Dad.
Okay.
How is Isaac privy to like all the machinations and stuff going on behind the scenes?
Alright, I need a good camera for him. Alright, yep.
Well played.
Yeah, there
better
we
than
go.
I did, that's for damn sure.
Hit that, and then hit that, and then do that. That's why I need meter.
Okay, you are saving it. Oh, his leg went right through the window.
Yep. Alright. Alright, I need him in a better camera position. I need him... Okay, there.
You got it.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Beam Splash saying it's called answer, but it only raises more questions. BigBean.gov responds, hey, they didn't say they'd be good answers.
Yeah. Okay. Do the thing. I think there's one more phase.
Yeah, I believe so. Where the lighting gets really dramatic.
Blindness? And I can tell you because, well, we're such good old friends, aren't we?
You can't smell either.
What's happening to you is also what's happening to me. You're blinded by grief. Me, by ambition.
All right. So did he mean blindness in a metaphorical sense this whole time? Also, the lighting shift there did not work
Look at
as
that.
intended.
Look at that walk.
He looks like a hobbling zombie.
He's so fast.
Ooh.
Okay, throw a punch.
Somebody's gotta pay.
Robert first.
What? How did
What
she?
the fuck happened there? Did he...
Well, all right. I will.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take advantage of that. Okay, throw a punch.
Video Game King says someone put the Benny Hill theme over that. BigBean.gov says me running around trying to give my cat a kiss on the head at 2 a.m.
Okay, throw a punch.
Beam Splash says, I see. Dane is using his missing senses to trap him in a mine box. The deadliest trap. The ultimate quiet man.
There we go.
If only he had taken up a career as a professional mime rather than as a part of his criminal organization. Things would have ended much better for him.
What do you think Dane's stand is called? It's not the Quiet Man. It's not the Quiet Man because that's not a song.
Okay, that's a fair point. Quiet Riot.
Good. Okay, that was the only fight in the game I was really worried about.
It's all smooth sailing from here.
Hopefully.
Oh, Z Reserve says Sound of Silence. Yeah, that's
good.
But the Disturbed version of the song, the Disturbed cover of Sound of Silence, implied.
It's over.
I hope so.
I wasn't worried it was going to crash my game. I was about to go play the victory animation.
We're gonna die here. Let's go.
All being played. Deaf and blind. Deaf and blind.
What a ham.
I forgot that there was just an explosion. If you can hear me, say something. Wait a minute, never mind.
Wait a minute, you were literally right in front of me. I guess I am blind after all. Shit. Guys, you don't want to clear out of here? You don't want to, like... You really want to do this? Is this really the time or place?
This should be like Sonic. Never mind, it is. I was about to say it should be like Sonic 06, where you fight while holding the lady, but you do. I forgot that happened. I've seen this game twice and I forgot that happened. On the same day.
Is in one eye, out the other, you know?
Go. Safe.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance to tell you. But this thing is so much bigger than me.
This is all a prank. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, one very elaborate prank.
Look behind that dumpster. There's a camera. What was that show called? Punked?
With Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
You're the only one who really hears me.
I mean, that's patently not true, but I appreciate you saying that.
Bird in the cage doesn't sing.
Just as trapped as I am.
I mean, not really.
Sid says,
the leader of the
Dane,
criminal organization isn't in love with May.
Sid says, Dane, there's a book about cage birds singing. Oh, that was sudden. Oh wait, that was a flashback we were seeing. Never mind. Right, different dress.
No, Dane. He saved me. Okay, Dane saved me.
Speaks with the poison. Tell him. So let her words form attack theirs.
Oh, you be talking about my dog that way?
It was for the club.
Folks, I have a dog named Jezebel, and she's a very good girl.
Aw.
I would almost respect that. Please tell me you did not pull me into a fake war with Isaac.
I mean, I think of all the explosions, that's pretty real war at this point.
No, he was helping me. Okay, we're not.
Why does he do this?
Bad guy.
You forget your place, girl?
You know, call me crazy, but I don't think Tay's a good guy.
But at least he faced me when you try to fuck me.
No, no! Tay.
Move.
No. It was me. I planned this. Dane had nothing to do with it, okay? Please. Please.
Again, this whole plan sucks.
Yes. I mean, if she was going to get kidnapped, maybe leave the city.
Didn't even knock Dane out. Shows how much of a loser Babcock is. We are like at the 2/3 point of this game, right?
More or less. I think this is technically the last chapter coming up here.
So it should be the 5/6 point if you're. But it's a long one. I think it's the longest chapter by significant margin, if that is the case.
I don't think this is the longest chapter. I think one of those earlier, or at least this doesn't feel like the longest chapter.
You disappoint me again, son.
Life's a little crazy, isn't it?
That's not a thing humans say.
Everything from you, and other times you get a second chance to save the one you love.
You can tell it's an original line because it makes absolutely no fucking sense. You can tell someone thought they were being very clever when they wrote that.
All I wanted was a life with that woman.
Play Super Mario Brothers 2 with.
I don't think she's
Back and forth.
with me. It's like you were born and the world just stopped. And today the sun went out because of you.
God, this fucking guy.
I will never forgive you for what you took away from me.
Oh my god, dude. How can anyone be like this fucking twisted? This is like the most like ridiculous character writing.
It's natural. He created this quiet.
This is absolutely nonsensical that the father, like even the most deadbeat douchebag, dumb fucking cop dad would not be this like completely fucked in the head.
Listen, I try to be an optimist in general, see the best in people, but there are definitely people who are this fucked in the head.
Listen to this!
Every inch.
What the fuck?
Listen, I have heard from some incredibly shitty people in my life, and that's not super far off.
I've seen Call Child Protective Services in the chat. Bob Ender saying, yes, this seems like a normal family relationship, carry on. It's also saying, I mean, this is the plot of Evangelion. Getting the quiet man, Dane. Cannot
Brian Optimist says that
fucking
therapist
believe this.
needs to get tossed. Yeah.
I mean, what is to have stopped Ash from just executing the kid in the cell, right? Or executing Isaac?
Following you for years, Dane.
Right? Would that not have been his revenge?
Watching you and your friend climb the ranks.
His revenge is on his son, not on Isaac.
Yeah.
I could never get close, you know, not close enough. And then
I think he's probably explaining it.
There she was, man, like a fucking vision, you know? I mean, I took it as a sign.
You're not.
I mean, shit, it was literally like Lorraine's calling me from the grave. You know, like she's calling for revenge.
Yeah.
And Isaac,
that's what your wife would tell you.
Since juvie.
Well, I guess he did not take.
Moving on him, too many eyes on me.
Yeah, he's been wanting to get those two, but he felt like he couldn't while they were in jail.
Tay's crew. That's when I saw my opportunity. You know, I could kill two assholes, one bullet. I'll give you a guess.
Beam flushing. All right, the scene went on forever without dialogue. To the Metal Gear Solid 5 skull face scene. With the dialogue, it still goes on forever, but
guts out to her. Told her everything. But see, that's when I knew. All I had to do was unlock that monster inside of you. Lala doesn't see it. She sees something else entirely.
It's weird. I know it's the lighting, but it's weird how his eyes suddenly turn red.
Yeah, turn red.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't know which one of us is crazier.
It's you! It's you, Ash!
What'd you say?
He wasn't making eye contact the entire time. It really was Ash just confessing to no one. Tom Nook Yankee says, to be fair, this is statistically the normal relationship of 40% of cops' families. In reference to my earlier point. Johnny Baggett saying, to be fair, the dad sucks, so the idea he would intentionally talk to his son when he knows he can't understand him fits his character. Sure.
Yes. I mean, I feel like when he was doing all that stuff to look comforting and to like do those motions that seem comforting while telling him like, you little piece of shit, like that was him being manipulative on purpose.
Yeah, but he also just beats his kid. You know?
I have a... You're not... I mean, yes, but I think both things can be true.
Shit.
Also, I mean, he was in front of, like, a bunch of people at that time.
Yeah.
So maybe putting on the face to, like, his coworkers, like, hey, I'm taking care of my kid here, while actually saying, like, you little piece of shit. I like
the guy punching behind you.
Yeah, very
desperately
good dodge.
trying to get a word in edgewise here. I wonder if there's any environmental kills in this room. There has to be, right? Like smash your head into the stove, something. Yes! I mean, it made absolutely no sense because that wasn't like an open broiler. So I guess it was a griddle.
I don't. What else in this room might be?
Microwave. Stick your head in it.
All right. Can you
make him eat bread?
Oh, this guy. I need to hold up. No, not him. Not him. Him. Yeah, I can't grab this guy. Okay. Right.
You chopped off the entire top half of his body.
Folks, guy, come on. Let me. Okay.
I know it's not going to be the microwave. I know it can't be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't like Yakuza. You can't just dump him in there and be like, hey, microwave this. Alright. I want to see if I can get someone in that.
You work that out, Johnny Baggett says. Child psychologist, can you help me out?
Oh,
listen to Suffer. Any tips?
Damn it.
They will make sure he doesn't recover.
Damn it. I want to put his head in soup. No, not there. I don't think it's going to let me. But I really want to dunk his head in soup.
I think you got the only animation you're going to get. I think you got the only...
Yeah, well, he gets it again.
Dane is stone-faced as he does it, too. I mean, he's stone-faced all the time, in fairness.
Nope. Come here.
Bad boys get the stove. Guy in the back is just letting it happen.
He's impressed. I haven't done this all game. Figured we
yeah, you might as well
see a little bit.
Zeros are saying this game is simply undercooked. See, because we're in a kitchen. Oh, yeah, what happened there?
Dad jump scare.
How am I going to explain this to my chief?
Johnny asked about the blue lens flares. Yes, that is how you tell you have super meter ready, or your focus is ready.
All right, I can't wait to hear what's said in this scene. And all the subsequent ones.
I've been thinking, Dane. About all the shit you've been through tonight. What we've been through for years. It's not your fault. I want you to know that.
Oh, he's a good guy after all.
From the bottom of my heart, I believe you've been a pawn in someone else's game.
That guy next to you.
And if you just stop. Just quit it.
Get some help.
Right here.
You know they didn't put any drop shadow on these subtitles on here or anything like that?
We can fix it. Look, we can fix this.
Where's Lala?
This ain't about Lala. This is about us. I got mad. I know. But shit. We've been family for years.
Family gets coke for each other.
Nothing's ever come between us until tonight. Until her? Please. We can talk it out.
This isn't a terrible performance or anything. I mean, it'd be better if this was in live action. It's an interior. They didn't need to do this. They should have given this guy his acting moment.
No response.
All right, then. Have at it, player.
Look at this fucking wise guy.
Donnie says, I'm the quiet man, not the quit it man.
I'll be easy ass shaking a guy out through the back door there for like the 1 second. They had that one bit of framing.
Oh, right. I need to do this to this guy.
Try Y on him.
I'm not sure if that would
Nothing?
work.
No sliding
while
down
you're-
the bar?
Well, hold up. I'm trying to take care of, like, the problem guys first.
Alright, fair.
Not, okay, him. No, not him. Him. Not him. Him.
Open up this fucking pit!
Nope, him. No, him. No. You know what? Here, triangle.
The other guy is stopped dead in his tracks. Time No Genki says it's the quiet man, not the cameraman.
Can I just do this to all of them?
What kind of move is that? You put them up on the table and you take them back down.
Up. Nope. Bad positioning. Camera.
Taking all sorts of moves.
I'm sorry, did something weird happen to Dane there? Did he get the squishy bones?
Something weird has always happened in the Dane in this game. Z Reserve saying, I can't believe this game is yet to be over. We're close.
Yeah, we're very close. Well, maybe not very close. That's optimistic.
I do want to thank people, by the way, for tuning in. I know we're not at the end yet, but for watching this all again. Open up this fucking pit!
So, it'll only move on to the next thing. Okay. Maybe
Disrespect your surroundings!
As long as I keep punching, it'll keep letting me punch. Once I stop punching, I lose the ability to do this.
Why would you want to stop punching, man? Boy, howdy, want to prolong this as much as possible.
Oh, actually, I think there's a cutscene.
You can see. No, keep punching towards the door. Keep punching towards the door. See that void in the back over there?
Uh-huh.
That's just nothingness. They figured that would never show up on screen, so they just never
accidentally stopped punching.
Ah, well.
Wait, I thought it was that door. It's that door.
Defiant Optimist saying, yeah, I need to get the whole story, and it's been far more than I expected. What can I serve you boys today? I know we're in the restaurant section.
I love to watch you work, Dave.
I need to hire more people so you can beat them up.
Huh? Remember, who taught you how to be a man? When your father turned his back on you.
That's right, I did. Yep, I remember that.
He's confusing you. She's confusing you.
Video Game King suggests a PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale sequel where Dane is one of the unlockable characters. His frame data is irredeemably fucked.
What's confusing you?
For some reason, I feel like Dane would totally fit in to the PlayStation All-Stars roster. That just confusing ass mismatch.
I'm sure Square would sell the rights to his character for a song.
I'm sure.
You want to survive tonight?
Hey, speaking of Square Enix, you want a micro review here?
Yeah, lay it on me.
I played Foam Stars last night. Didn't like it.
All right, good mini review we got there.
They're your enemies. Not me.
Never mind the fact I'm sicking my goons on you right now, that I pointed a gun and to shoot you.
You could be the one to fill it.
You want Isaac?
It's a deal.
Run Soul 33.
Fucking pig. Right now. End this shit.
This is a great deal.
Yeah, this is a very good deal, actually.
I think Ash is realizing that his son is contemplating it right now.
Let the girl go.
I feel sorry for you. I was the only one that ever loved you.
I mean, I had a mom.
Remember that.
What was that motion he did at the end there?
He did a quick jack off motion. He was just off frame.
Doesn't look like there's anything good here for environmental.
Well, no.
Okay,
collision
done.
on the bodies on the floor.
Here we go.
Look at my shoes, Italian leather.
You never appreciated what you had, Dane. A home. Family.
Free handkerchiefs.
You and that bitch. I promise you, it wasn't worth it. You broke my damn window. And my damn nose.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, Babcock's theme. Oh, man.
Okay, yeah, he can dodge that. Unfortunately, I can't. Okay, yeah, I can dodge while he's. There we go. This is like, I think, the only fight where you have to counter.
I think the Tay fights might also require a bit of it.
I love his like punch out tell when he has to adjust his tie.
Defiant Optimus raising a point that I definitely agree with, which is that legit, even though the dialogue is trash, Tay's actor is a legit bright spot in this game.
Yeah.
Let's look it up. I had it open earlier, and I wanted to see what roles people have done. Let's get some actor names out there. So Dane is James Gerald Hicks. Lala is Jessica Blackmore. Who is Ash? Ash is not listed. Unless he's Robert. I can't think of another character named Robert.
Where's the camera doing?
Game. Anyway, Tay is John Anthony Williams. Williams spelled W-Y-L-L-I-A-M-S. Who is known for appearance in a single episode of Blackish, a single episode of American Housewife, a single episode of Good Trouble. Again, TV actors.
I feel like that probably should have hurt Dane a little.
He's a quiet man. He doesn't show the pain. Also, notice a character touch that Babcock's right arm is completely burnt. I think we noticed that last time, but it's just not explained. I think it's just like a bit of character depth, or like it's supposed to imply some sort of backstory, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Who plays Babcock? Daniel Kelly, who has been in nothing of note. There was a Taken TV series?
Be surprised. What does that look? Like, oh, I got shot. Ugh.
You. Me. And now I've killed both your parents. I never meant to.
Tay.
I never.
How did he know what Dane was thinking in that moment?
Wanna be daddy now? Wanna be fucking daddy now?
Don't say it like that, Tay.
This is on you. I need you to understand that. See, your mother? That was an accident. Why now? Why him? Why this?
Glad we actually get to see him on screen.
Yeah.
What is this? See, I understand jealousy, hate, greed.
That's one chintzy mask. Looks like some shitty plastic as it hits the floor.
I remember for Halloween when I was don't do that, do gun. When I was
What did I do to you?
when I was like 6, I think, for Halloween, I made a paper mache mask that was supposed to be like Yoshimitsu from Tekken 2. I didn't do it good because I was 6.
That's cute though.
I'm sorry. But you gotta put down a rabid dog.
Now don't shoot Tony Hawk.
Baby. Come here, baby.
Well, he's lost it.
Yeah, but he played the turn well enough.
Shoes, aren't they nice? Come on, man, give me my shoes. Look at these shoes. Oh, you're so.
You know I hate shoes. Get those out of here.
We gotta see if Tay's like shoeless, if he's just in his socks, or like, did he take the shoes off of his feet?
Or maybe he came back from the store or something with those shoes. And then
Yeah.
sold.
You're so weak. These are mine. Give me the shoes or I'll shoot. Put the shoes down. I got the cojones to use that. Put them down. No. Come on, man. Put it down. It's not a game. Man, you ain't got the cojones to use that. Put them down, man. Nah, these are mine, man. Come on, man.
Hey, they're having fun.
This is so stupid. And again, I would not blame this on Tay at all. I mean, yeah, he brought the gun out, but clearly it was the other guy, like, arresting it from him and the struggle that caused it to go off.
Well, have a nice life, kid. This is just that I made this meme, basically.
How do I exist says, give me the shoes or I'll shoot. Bob and saying, when that kid gets older, I should totally make him my enforcer. I bet he'd be really good at martial arts.
Why did you shoot me?
This is all your fault. I fucking hate you. Anyway, go get him, son.
Save her. This time.
Unlike the last time. You fuck up.
What does he need to process his pain? He deserves it.
Mr. Ash, what's happened to all of you won't go away. Not unless you confront it. All of it.
Confront it, you say? So you mean I should create an elaborate scheme which involves gang warfare and the kidnapping of a lady?
Of how that did.
All right, Doc. It sounds crazy, but I'll do it.
Hang on. So you're saying that this quiet man is his idea of a hero?
Jesus, that's a fucked up kid.
Christ!
Sometimes the things that we need the
I've
most
seen
are the things
people this
that are the
shitty,
most
so.
frightening.
Beam splash with a extra Ash quote. And remember, I've always loved that you have trauma.
That's your idea of a hero. And goddamn it, use it. Use it to save her.
Use it to get your superpowers.
So, kid, your dad kind of sucks. You, like, not want to live with him anymore? Because, like, I could make that happen.
I got a spare bedroom, you know.
Quiet man? It's okay. Show me.
I mean, I sympathize with that. Like, I'm drawing a character and someone wants to see it, and I'm like, no, you don't want to see this drawing. It's scary and bad.
He sounds very strong. He sounds like...
Yeah, I got that, kid. It's... Beam Splash saying, wow, Dane, that's very good. I bet he can perform iframe dodges and limited grab punch combos. He never tires.
Everyone dies.
That's what a hero says.
Alright, so we do get new... For those who may have not seen, we do get new moves at this part.
Just for the last 20, 30 minutes of the game. Not even that long, probably like 15 minutes more like. Johnny Baggett saying, everyone? Lala too? You, Dane? Me?
Well, I mean, you know, sometime everyone dies.
We're just going to accelerate that process a little bit. Oh, ay. Turned his face into ground beef. That dude should have been wearing a mask. Could have saved his ass.
That one was very much less brutal. Okay, good. I need to take care of this guy. Yep, just flip through the wall a couple times.
Tiger Chimera asking, I just got here. Is this version with dialogue as David Cage-esque as I would imagine?
I don't think so. No, this is as bad as the writing is. It's not as bad as David Cage's writing, I think.
I was gonna go the opposite direction.
Really?
At least I think I can be careful here, because obviously I don't like David Cage games. Article on site badgamehallofame.com/indigo-prophecy, or maybe it's Fahrenheit. I can't remember what I called the title of it. Anyway, there's an article up on Indigo. cutscene. You know, I get into some of my gripes with David Cage's writing, but you know, at least a David Cage game has like variety of like locations of characters. Oh, there's clear motivation.
I disagree on that. In terms of gameplay, yeah, there's more variety.
Like things happen in a David Cage game. They might not make any sense. They might not be good. They might not be like well written, because don't believe me, they're poorly written. But at least like they tell a story that you like participate in. This is 90% cutscene.
Okay, if I were just going off of, if I were to look at this game and David Cage games as like the movie, I would prefer this one. As a game, I think the David Cage games are generally better. I do extend that to the writing, at least from my memory of having played Heavy Rain.
At a certain point, like we're talking about, you know, like both games that would like score like a 1 out of 5, like any David Cage game really, besides like Omicron. Like let's use Detroit Become Human as an example, which is, you know, to me like a 1 out of 5 game, maybe a 2 out of 5 game if I'm feeling generous. This game's about a 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5 if I'm feeling generous. I might give it the point just for the humor factor, but you know, ultimately, we're talking like, you know, very minor distinctions between those two, like a very minor edge that one might have over the other, but they are very much in the same space, and then they occupy the same section of my brain. With you know, game makers who wish they were movie directors but don't have the fucking chops for it, and so they do the best they can with the medium they work in. And boy howdy,
I forgot the strategy for Tay.
Johnny Baggett saying, Caster, something's cutting off when you finish a sentence, kind of like someone using push to talk who lets go too early, not sure why. We need to move off of Discord for this shit, is what I don't know what would be better than Discord in this case, but I am fucking sick of diagnosing Discord issues for commentary.
So that's, we were talking off stream about that. That was the problem we were having during Red Steel, where I couldn't hear you. But, I assumed then that it was because of like
me standing away from the microphone.
Yeah, that's the first. I think that's the first time that's happened during this stream, though. But yes, I'm starting to think maybe we need to get on Zoom or something. Ooh. Okay.
See recommendations to move to Microsoft Teams or Skype.
Yeah, I think I need to counterattack this guy.
Yeah. Just keep mashing that dodge button. Don't worry about the timing on it. If you just keep mashing it, you'll eventually get the opening.
I have a feeling if I keep mashing it, I'm going to, like, actually fuck up. Also, I'm trying to get the particular dodge that'll let me get in a good counter hit. Which is like a more exact timing. Nope.
You're doing so well.
Damn it. Alright, yeah.
Seeing, might I suggest Mumble, move to Horus? What's the name of the run that the radio truckers use? Which I think that's ham radio.
Yeah.
Perhaps TeamSpeak.
Yeah, we might have to actually look into that.
Well, that was like the beginning of the handshake there.
Yeah.
What if in his dying act, Tay goes for the handshake one last time? How good a full circle would that be?
See, yeah, you need to get the perfect dodge too. And then that opens him up to being comboed.
Bobinator doing the voice of the mom. I hope you didn't want that platinum that badly, sweetie.
No, I've been
Johnny
hit plenty of
Baghead.
times.
What's the voice chat app mentioned in the Bass Hunter classic song Dota? That'd be We City Hari Venti Svia Dota, which is Ventrilo. You're welcome.
Come on. What?
Where'd he go? All right, Tate, stop punching Lala. Move the fight away from here.
Nah, she's coming in with the assist. Ah, fuck! I thought.
Yeah, you keep getting like faked out by.
There we go.
You can't attack him when he does the taunt. Do you have L2? Yeah.
Get in that chimney. Alright, that's the end of that phase.
Again, the stupidest move Dane can make in this situation would literally be like infinitely more effective to disarm him, to knock into him, rather than putting yourself in front of it. Better chance of success, too. If you actually want to save the lady.
Break. You see.
She was kind. So soft.
Squishy. Malleable.
I know. I bet when your dad was an asshole, she didn't have to say anything, and he would just melt. I wish I could have met her.
You are her.
I was about to say that as a joke.
No, literally, look at this fucking picture.
She plays piano.
Well, you caught me. Sorry, son. Just playing the long con.
Yeah. Really, I just wanted to get away from you. I mean, I felt like you almost killed me. It was all your fault. Robert! Okay, so Ash's name is Robert. Okay.
Told me.
I wish you were her. I wish I could save you.
I wish you would get into a lot of trouble so I could save you.
I wish you could save us both.
Also, so Lala here understands, knows that Ash is an asshole, that Robert is an asshole, that Dane's dad is not to be trusted, and still she goes to him with the kidnapping plan.
The people in this game don't make very good decisions.
Yeah, that seems to be the recurring theme here.
Alright, now, do you think now that we can hear dialogue, this is going to be explained? What do you think?
No. But this would seem to imply that, like, Tay can see him in this form rather than just, like...
Also, that, you know, Tay realizes that he's still alive despite having shot him twice.
Well, he wasn't looking the second time he shot him. The second time he shot Dane, he was looking at Lala. So maybe he just missed completely. Maybe he just clipped him.
Alright, it's this again.
Alright. Super kick party. They're trying to do the effect with his eyes where like the trail like follows where he goes, but it doesn't work. They did it wrong, which is impressive.
Chat, how you doing?
Look at the artifacting. Am I the only one seeing the artifacting around like face as he's, or is that part of the game? I can't tell.
I see a little bit. BigBean.gov says your power up. What if combat was even more basic? Stop punching that guy's nuts. They're already crushed in the dust. No, I'm aiming for Geldin.
New record!
That guy does not want any part of this. In the back, he is content watching.
Whoa, no! I thought you were gonna do it again. I thought you put him down just to do it again.
And your turn. Video Game King says, "Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself." Why are you hitting? Very obviously, us punching. Actually, that is an extremely disrespectful move to just punch a guy in the dick and still say, "Why are you hitting yourself?"
See what I mean with the eyes?
Yeah.
But it looks
now,
so bad.
Now we're doing some fucking Tekken shit here. All right.
Well, looking for someone else to kill on this rooftop?
Guess this is my life now. Oh, here we go. Oh, see ya.
Johnny Baghead pointing out that headlight trails in PS2 GTA games looked better than the fucking eye effect here.
I would like... Whoa. I would like to get someone up against a wall or something.
How about one of these light things?
That's what I'm trying to do, yeah.
Or like skybox. Why am I saying light things? These are like, you know, like panels, like, you know.
There we are.
Nothing. Of course there's nothing.
Well, I would like to get them on it and then not to accidentally knock them off. You know, sure.
What's it called? Look, what's the sunroof equivalent in a house? You know, like how you get the window at the top? Skylights?
Maybe. Yeah, that is just the... We haven't seen a super kick in a while.
Sure, sure. Sometimes you just gotta play the hits. God, you send him flying.
Gonna get up? Alright. Now you're not. See if I can do literally anything else to this guy.
It'd be great if you had like moves that did hit like more than one person at a time.
Yeah.
Johnny Baghead saying, "Do you hear the weird Ultimate Warrior snarls Dane is making during this whole thing?" Ooh, the destrucity.
I used to be able to do the Ultimate Warrior skronk noise, but
Hulk Hogan!
Can't do it anymore. I think not since I had my tonsils taken out. Can I do that sound anymore?
Dream Splash asking, positing, what if Dane's OC was a Shockmaster? So, Tay, you're the man who wants to rule the world.
I swear I hear like lightsaber noises every now and then.
That's still cool as shit.
Yeah.
Credit where credit's due. And he knows it's cool too. He's smiling. He's like, I can't believe that shit actually worked.
Trying to see if nope. Kick doesn't do a different animation, I don't think. Yeah, this will work better for you.
So how many punches do you think it needs?
Let's find out.
1, 2, 3.
Hold on, I'm taking an opportunity to check my email real quick.
Oh yeah, good time for it.
Helldivers 2 is out now.
Ooh.
I thought that game was going to be on Game Pass. Not Game Pass. I thought that game was going to be on PlayStation Plus, but it's not, fortunately. I really like the first game. Bombardier says, you were punching all the blood out of his dick. Alright, is that enough to finish him off?
I guarantee it's not.
Help, back at it.
Alright, bye, Tay.
Yeah, we're doing that again. Hold up. Get up. Come here.
You know, Dane heard the expression mop the floor with him, and... Magic Meow saying, gotta stretch the stream to 3 hours somehow.
Yeah.
Dane's actually just trying to help him with his break dancing. You know, this is the spinner. This is the spin move you gotta do.
Okay.
No, you gotta put your hands on the ground and spin using them. All right, I'll help you this time, but remember, when you're out on this, you know, it's when you're on the dance floor, I can't be there to assist.
You're my brother.
So much for the quiet man, am I right?
All right,
the
good,
loud man.
Good mask, but you're going to need to work on your bird call sounds.
Oh no, I can sense my son fucked up again. My disappointment senses are tingling.
That all from the dick.
Stop. Stop. It's over. It's over. We're free, Dane. You don't have to be the quiet man anymore.
Wait,
Turn off the game console.
I killed her. I killed her.
We both killed her. It was a group effort. No mention of Isaac in that sentence?
No, he was off scot-free. He's okay, actually. Kind of regret killing him now.
Please. Don't.
I'm hideous.
It hurts without him.
Let it hurt. Let it in.
You deserve it. I agree with your father.
Speaking as your mother... Magic Meow saying the guy playing Dane really isn't a very good actor.
What? Why can't I hear? Why?
Okay, this is fucking stupid.
It's a bit late to be asking that question. Did you just realize it?
This is, like, just as soon as they point out how bad the delivery on that is.
Ooh, you're cutting out again?
Please.
Ah, fucking hell.
I think what you were saying came through, but you are cutting out again.
Bravo, Dane. I played you like a fiddle. In truth, I was the one who killed your mom this whole time.
Tay's gun missed her. I actually was behind her the whole time.
You're him. You took her. I'm going to keep her safe. I
am going to save her.
I am going to save her.
I'm safe. Why are you doing this? Leave me alone.
No, this has to happen, Lorraine. It's time.
God, men are stupid. I don't think 09 saying, I am a surgeon, Dr. Han. I am a surgeon. I am a quiet man, Dad. I am a quiet man.
Men would rather have a final boss fight than go to therapy.
You have to bury him forever. You want her. I wanted revenge on Isaac and Tay. Didn't you? Don't you?
Do you think any of this is getting through? Oh, it is.
You whole.
Wait, so how does Dane hear this? The mask is on. He can't lip read it.
There.
This throws everything into whack. Ay, ay, ay.
Camera. Go ahead and do the thing. Whoops. Whoa, okay. Do it. There.
Oh no, not the taser. I like how the taser is like present like it's supposed to be his signature weapon or something. Yeah. It gets all these like hero shots.
I want to make up for what I did. I was a shitty husband and a worse father than you. I wanted to change.
No.
I want to change.
No.
Why are they trying to redeem his character in the last minute?
Dane,
it's not working.
Too long. God, please, just let it go.
Let what?
What go? The trauma that you dumped on your son? Oh my God! You put your foot through his head.
Yeah. I would like to get the thing that I got some sort of glitch to happen, but I don't think I'm going to get it to happen again. I might post it in the Discord because what was that move?
Slide kick.
I took a video of a glitch that happened when I played this boss fight, and I'll post it in the Discord after we're done with this. It's been a week now, so, you know, people could have seen the first episode.
It's been...
I think that might have been
Johnny
the end.
Baghead.
I think that was the last
Johnny Baghead saying, was
input.
this dialogue from a cutscene they still wanted to use and didn't know where else to put it? I could believe that. Remember all these fun times we had together?
And that's why you should forgive me.
They really should have just both punched each other in the face at the same time and both collapsed.
Honey, it's okay.
Huh?
Well, there you go. They both punched each other in the face at the same time, and they both collapsed.
Yeah, but they made it look like Ash missed. Like he punched next to his face.
I'm sorry, Dane.
I got a little emotional there. Why are you not wearing shoes?
Beam Splash says, "Wow, step aside, Tekken 8." All right, I think we're gonna have to speak over the Imogen Heap song in a minute. But I'm gonna have to leave a lot of the thoughts to you. You're gonna have to give me some sort of conclusion on this game. Wow, Dane, you sure are a fucking loser. By the way, I hate you. I was using you the entire time, you chump.
I can't believe you killed your mom.
All right.
We have to hear what... I think she starts by saying something. Maybe doesn't immediately go into song. Maybe. We'll see. No, music goes to song.
Ding dong, the witch.
Okay.
No.
Alright, what I'm going to do here is actually... I'm turning down the game volume by a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you turn it back up by the time this cutscene's over. By the time this credit sequence is over. Okay.
Don't worry about it. So, man, I can't imagine wanting to play this game twice. Like, I feel like the only reason you play this game twice is you feel an obligation to do so. To be like, well, I gotta see what the fucking story actually was.
They don't even make it harder. It's not like a new game plus, like where there's any like change in the mechanics at all. It's literally the same as that game. I feel like that would have fixed a lot.
I mean, we could have turned up the difficulty, but like, I mean, it's still the same general game plan. It's just you get hurt more if you get hit. I think. Like, it's not like my strategy would have changed at all.
Sure.
Man, like, there's this... I almost want to admire some of the things that it wanted to do. It wanted to bring back FMV to the year 2016 or whatever, or 2018. 2018. And, like, I admire that. I admire the... I'll always admire bringing back FMV. But, man, they fumbled on so many places. Like... Not only in terms of gameplay, but in terms of storytelling, in terms of presentation, the first time you play is silent because, you know, deaf. Like, that's something that sounds good when you first think it, and then if you don't really follow through on that thought or really expound upon it, it doesn't work.
Also, remember the first time we watched this cutscene, I just wanted to point out this quick. They didn't have the names of the actors on screen the first time we had this.
That's true. That's true.
Sorry, continue, please.
Yeah, I think I have to criticize most of this game based on the story because that is what most of this game is. That I almost feel like I can't really criticize that much of the gameplay because they didn't present that much of the game. They didn't present much gameplay to me.
Written by Man of Action, based on the original concept by Kensei Fujinaga. Sorry, I just.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That the story really is the thing that you have to sort of fixate on. But do you think if the gameplay was more substantive, there was more to it? Like, do you think more gameplay? Okay, let me rephrase
or
this.
Better
Do you
gameplay?
think better gameplay and more of it to make this game more than 3 hours long, right? Like where you have like some more backstory. You know, you're doing more missions for.
I mean,
it would have
It would have been better to play, but I think the fact that this game is just by design so heavily laden with story that the story is going to have to be what carries it. And I think this game would have been better if you didn't have to do that first playthrough where you didn't hear anything. I think if this was the game just released like this, it would have been super short. Granted, it was released as an extremely budget title. It was $15.
Okay, I have an alternative solution that first playthrough, I think there is a merit to having more information revealed in the second playthrough. Like in terms of like the detective, like neo-noir story that's being told here, which is what it's going for. But I think it should have been just like diegetic, where you can only hear the things that Dane sees. Like if you had that, if you had the sign language translated and lip reading translated, you've had like stuff on screen to indicate that. But like, you know, him looking through the window at Lala having the conversation with Ash, like to have that be obscured deliberately still at that point, you know, that could have worked. So if it was like naturally what Dave, you could still understand what Dane was understanding, and you would still have like hints, like, you know, you still have what's his fucking face, Isaac, like saying like, you know, you're being lied to, you're being so on and so forth. It would have played as like hints at the grander story.
That's what I was saying in the first time we played this, was that I think that whole thing could have worked better if what you got was Dane's inner thoughts and like knew what Dane was seeing, like subtitles on the screen for other people talking if he can see them or if there's sign language, and then maybe some inner narration, and then the second playthrough is the full story. But that first playthrough really kind of sours the rest of the game, I feel.
Oh, volume up.
Oh.
Because this is a new scene. That's not the dad, is it?
That is the dad. What if it's like a lucky number 11 and they were both in on some sort of thing?
For round 2, old man.
I'm game if you are, son.
Put up your fucking dukes, right here, right now.
Okay, so first of all, good that Dane went to jail. You know, makes sense. You rarely see that in a game like this. You rarely see like antagonist murder sprees. But like the reconciliation, really? That's what we're going with? Do you think there's any hope for those two? The most like abusive relationship that's ever been depicted in a video game?
No.
Ay. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. That was the Quiet Man.
Yeah,
it was Quiet Man answered.
And I think I gotta hit this button.
Congratulations, Sharky.
There we go.
We done did it.
We did it. OBS is just completely borked now on my end, but I hear the ending music playing, which means, folks, thanks for joining us again.
Yeah.
For the same game.
Let's have some more final thoughts on this, just to say, like from my perspective, watching it like played through more competently, and thank you again for that, by the way. Yeah, I see the game that this wanted to be. I see how it falls short in every like regard, and I'm looking at that improved version of the game. I'm looking at the one that has more mechanical depth. I'm looking at one that has longer bouts of gameplay, where maybe some of the cutscenes are reconfigured to like be more direct with the dialogue, so you can actually understand some of it in the first playthrough. I'm looking at all this, but I think just at the end of the day, the story being told is so noxious. Like, I think that's really what I'm getting, especially with that ending. That ending really reinforced for me. This is just like a grotesque story being told. This is just a story that did not need to be told in any sort of capacity. You could reconfigure elements of the plot to make it like a story that was interesting or better, but like I don't really dig the way it tries to redeem the abuser. I think Lala, you know, if we're being honest here, should probably like face some sort of punishment for her role in all this. Like, I'm sorry, I know that she was a caged bird, and you know, caged bird doesn't sing or whatever, but the lengths that she went to, the plan that she orchestrated, did so much damage. Just like, not even just like, you know, to whatever the organizations, but like to the city as a whole. None of the character motivations make any fucking sense. Obviously.
Did the cop get in trouble for any? Did Ash get in any?
The cop never gets in trouble. Come on, you know better than that by now.
You are correct. I'm just asking. Because he played like an extremely big part in this, since it was his like conspiracy to take out the soul and
just
everyone else.
It's just such a noxious story that, like, yeah, I don't think there's any way to save the plot, the through lines of it, except to completely redo it. And, you know, the thing I fear, the thing I worry about is, I think I mentioned this last time, but if this game scares developers away from making stories about deaf protagonists and trying to do the things that it did, because the fear of being compared to this fucking game, like, I mean, it should be apples and bowling balls. People should recognize the issue with this game isn't that the fact that it is an issue that they mishandle deafness, that they mishandle a loss of hearing. That is a big issue, but the issues are so much deeper than that. And my fear is just always that when a AAA game, which this isn't, I mean, it comes from a AAA studio, it has the positing, it has the presentation at times. Game but they sold it as budget, so it is what it is. But like, for this to have failed so spectacularly that it can't help but become the talking point, the reference point for any other game, subsequent game that tries to do some of the things as this. Like, that's where my fear is, that it could cause trepidation on the part of people who might genuinely have a story to tell. And that's the other thing, is that, like, how is this the story to tell for whatever the name of the guy was, I'm sorry, the Man of Action. And unless Man of Action has suffered like hearing loss or suffered a trauma similar to this, it really doesn't feel like their place to write this story. And a lot of the elements really come across as tone deaf and completely just like abstract. Like it beleaguers belief. So many of the twists and so many of the character motivations and developments here. And this is me just focusing on the story because, like you said, it really is the thing to focus.
Yes.
Anyone could tighten up gameplay, give enough time, give enough scope, give enough money. And clearly Human Head were deprived of all of that. Clearly they were not afforded any of those opportunities. Clearly this was a rush job, and clearly it had a negative impact on their studio, and because they were done within a year. You could fix that stuff, but it wouldn't fix the underlying issues that I'm pointing out with the game and the plot and so much of it. But they should have anyway.
Yeah, like the only thing I think I can really give it is the fact that it is FMV, which, like I said, I appreciate. And in the game, in the gameplay, I can see this. I can see the game as it is being fun to speedrun. As someone who kind of does that casually, I see how the gameplay, even as it is right now, being fun to speedrun. If only you could skip cutscenes. That is like the last redeeming thing I could have seen in this game, is it as a speedrun game, but you cannot skip cutscenes. That is like the world record is like an hour and 40 minutes, and so little of that is gameplay. Like,
yeah, no doubt.
I think those are kind of all my final thoughts on it. Like, it's a shame all around, I think.
No, I couldn't say it any better than that. I think that hits the nail on the head. So that is The Quiet Man. Mm-hmm. If you asked, we answered. We'll have a new poll up, because remember, this was a Patreon selected game voted for by our supporters. Consider supporting the show, subscribing to the Twitch, boosting the Discord server, pledging on Patreon. All of those options will give you the option of voting on upcoming games that we'll long play, that we'll play for the channel. I will have a new poll up before the end of the month, because this was a short game.
Yeah.
We got 2 episodes out of it, which is enough, I think. Unless you want to go for that third playthrough.
We got as many episodes out of Sonic Forces as well. That was also a relatively short one.
Yeah, I'd say so. So we'll be back with something. This Saturday, we'll be back as well with a theme night of some sort, I think. We'll scrap something together. We'll figure something out in the last minute. And thank you again for watching, everybody.
Maybe we'll be back on a different voice service. So
we'll test some things out.
Finish.
Am I still cutting out?
You're
even
still
at this
cutting
point?
out.
Son of a fuck. Well, what can you do?
Yeah. Anyway, so before we leave, Cass, I believe you have the controls in terms of rating.
Yeah, we're going to give Phil Salvador at the Obscuratory. They're playing Gun Metal, which is definitely an interesting game, a game that I've heard tell about from another one of my sources, another one of my friends. So it is interesting. It is coincidental to see them playing this right now, actually. So I would like to send some viewers that away. But that'll do it for us here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame. I've been Cass.
I'm Turkey.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.